tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Do you see that, Odie? Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. That's the day people celebrate having food by eating as much of it as possible.
Whosoever hears this audio, if they be worthy, shall possess the inside human and superhuman abilities of the world's mightiest metahumans. Accompanying this journey of high-quality nerd commentary, you got my son Colton, a.k.a. Pizza Parker. Talk to the people.
It's your boy Colton, a.k.a. we made baby shower meatballs, a.k.a. we also make garlic bread, a.k.a. we also got goddamn sweet potato pie.
Yes, sir.
Facts. We about to just do the quick mukbang, and then we're going to do our real episode. So this is going to be like kind of a Patreon exclusive. Y'all can watch us eat.
You know what I mean? And as always, you know, my son Gas is in here. You know what I mean? He's watching over the food for us. You know, he said grace and all that. You know who it is? Your boy Dennis, aka Old Dirty Dennis, aka S Triple P. That's sweet potato pie Poppy, aka Killer Carver Killer, aka Ham Set Nigga, aka Hito Turkey Lou Nigga, because I'm pulling up for 3 plates. Yo, welcome to another issue of the Mighty Metahumans podcast, bro. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm chilling. I'm ready to eat.
Yeah. Yo, if you're watching this, you know this is our Thanksgiving episode. This is the first official for real Podsgiving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got food here. You know what I mean? We're gonna be talking about some real like actual Thanksgiving shit.
That's
like,
a fact.
You know what I mean? So like if you're watching this, hopefully your food is ready, or you're in the kitchen, you working up,
get
you like
your meal
Jeezy right now. I mean,
you can
or
eat
like,
with us.
Pause, go get your shit, come back and watch and like eat with us. You know what I mean? So it's like a whole family type situation going on.
That's a fact.
So all right. So we got a couple things to talk about. We definitely have a movie to talk about.
Okay.
I had a couple questions first.
That's a fact.
But while I'm doing the questions, like I'm gonna let you start. Like
let's share the meal. Let's share the meal. So the first thing I'm gonna do is, because fuck it, we're going full balls to the wall. I'm gonna show you guys the
Please do.
the baby shower meatballs. Yes,
see
sir.
that glisten?
That's the grape jelly meatballs in a crock pot, slow simmered for a little while. I wish I could have simmered it for longer because it would taste better, but we just letting it chill. Though. It got a little nice glisten on it. If you look at it,
yes, sir.
It's nice. It's nice. 2 different types of meatballs, Heike.
Oh shit!
So it's like a meatball roulette.
It's like a fucking surprise, nigga. Like this thing is fucking Gordon Ramsay on this motherfucker.
Then we also, just for the side of that,
just for the razzle dazzle, nigga,
we got some cheesy garlic bread. Made sure that John was like made sure it was a little golden brownie.
Yeah. This man's was going crazy.
And then Dennis, because
you know
he called himself,
you know, Eastside Gun Pie God,
sweet potato poppy. You know what I'm saying? He made this by scratch, nigga. This is by hand, nigga.
By hands.
All right, so we're gonna
all right, so yeah. So I'm gonna let him share because he did the meatballs and the garlic bread. So while he's sharing, I'm gonna shoot some questions out because I had some random superhero shit that I'm gonna throw in there before we get to the movie. This ties into the election. Superhero shit. Who do you think Blue Beetle voted for? Based on the results.
Actually, you take out the meatballs that you want, but Blue Beetle specifically voted for Kamala. Him and his uncle. Well, his uncle didn't vote because he believed Batman is a fascist. But like Blue Beetle specifically voted for Kamala. But
you sure?
There's some members of his family I'm not that sure about.
We can't account for them niggas, bro. I don't know.
That's probably the weirdest part of that question. You get what I'm saying?
Oh shit, right. Your shit fell, bro.
No way. That's fine.
And this is happening live on camera, yeah.
That's fine. I'm still gonna eat it. I actually don't care.
His floors is clean. He good.
I mean, they not, but I'm definitely still gonna eat this shit.
That's how y'all know it's an authentic episode. Because that's a real Thanksgiving story. Like, imagine you prepared your ham and shit. You in the kitchen going crazy. Your elbow, you just turned around. Your elbow just hit like the pot. Your shit falls to the ground. Everyone's like freaking out.
Guess what?
That's real shit, though. That's real fucking shit.
That's real. I'm not editing this out.
Nah, keep this. Keep it.
I'm definitely
No takes. All right, here's another one. You can go to any superhero's Thanksgiving, any superhero's house for Thanksgiving. Whose house are you going to? Who are you pulling up on?
Okay. Any superhero's house for Thanksgiving?
Yep. I tell you right now.
Easily X-Men.
Okay.
There's too many chefs in the kitchen, man. And like, while like you might like, you could pick what you want. So there's multiple different places from multiple different foods from multiple different places. And then if you see the whitest food, you know who that's from. That's from Gene, and you're not gonna pick that cooking. You see some jambalaya, some beignets, you know my son Gambit is in the kitchen going nuts. So I think the X-Men is the easiest choice.
Okay. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to Asgard. We going crazy. But my son Thor, you know the ale is gonna be kicking, nigga. Like, we drinking good, we eating good, nigga. What? I'm pulling up on Asgard, nigga. Like, they got a whole staff just to take care of that shit for the whole kingdom, nigga. Like, we eating full blown like they hunting like fucking ox, nigga. Like, we literally have giant like we probably got foreign animals we never even seen before, nigga. Like,
you know what?
I don't even know what the meat is like on some of them things.
Oxtail is crazy in Asgard.
Yo, that's what I'm saying, son. Like,
Minotaur oxtail,
nigga,
do Minotaur oxtail, but they probably do.
Slow simmer in the blood of my enemies, nigga.
That kind of do go crazy.
Yo,
that kind of do go crazy.
No, I'm trying. All right, this one is kind of easy. This is like a layup. Who got the best pie? Who you trusting to make the best pie?
The best pie?
Yeah, the best pie. I feel like the easiest answer has got to be Cap. You know you're going to get that American apple pie.
True. But I'm going to go the opposite.
Okay.
I think Shorty from Luke Cage with the metal arm. That's the cop.
Oh, okay. Daughters of the Dragon. What's her name? Fuck, I forgot. But I know you're talking about. Okay, that's a good pick. Let me see who else could probably fuck up a really good pie. Honestly, and I know it's gonna sound
maybe trustworthy, maybe untrustworthy pick right now. Agatha.
Okay.
She's been a witch for so long, and stereotypically, witches make good evil pies. And I'm sure the pie tastes good even if you die.
My chaotic pick. I feel like the Joker could make a good pie, nigga. It might explode.
You know what? No.
But I feel like he might make a good pie, nigga.
The pies she throws at people don't explode. They're regular pies.
No one ever said it was bad.
No one gets... Well, they get upset, but they don't get upset to the point where they're just like, this is fucking gross. They're just always like, why'd you hit me with a pie?
Exactly.
I'm sure it's delicious. If someone hits you in the face with a pie and it tastes good, you're going to be mad. But you're not going to lie about the flavor of the pie.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he would make a really good fucking pie.
You know what? That's a good choice.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he might blow up your block afterwards, but you still gonna get like it's gonna have a real good texture to it. You know what I mean, like you might not live.
That's a good pie.
Yeah, that's a good pie, baby. Let me see what else I got for you. Perfect one. Which character you think at Thanksgiving dinner is fucking up the vibes? Who's fucking it up?
Sabretooth is one.
Okay.
Dr. Doom, absolutely. Just talking about how he don't believe in Thanksgiving and how the American government is not as good as the Liberian government. Who else is fucking up the vibe? Nighthawk. If anybody knows who Nighthawk is, he goddamn hates white supremacy, nigga.
You know who's fucking up the vibe?
Who's fucking up the vibe?
My nigga Thanos is showing up a half a pie.
I'm fucking lying.
Perfectly balanced, nigga. Like salvation, nigga. Like
you want to hear an easy answer?
What's up?
Homelander. Because he can just fuck up the vibe anywhere.
Yeah.
So that's a slam dunk.
Oh, he does fuck up the fucking vibe. You know who else is Kang, nigga? And he's not personally doing it. all his variants is doing it. Because he gonna keep coming back to the kitchen for more, and it's like, yo, bro, everybody ain't eat yet. So now it's looking like a fight, because this nigga's looking mad greedy, showed up in different costumes and shit. Not realizing this nigga got mad fucking multiversal versions of himself.
It's not only him, y'all.
Let's see who else I got. Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider's fucking up the vibes. That nigga's doing the pen instead of anybody eating bacon.
Oh my God, yeah. Who else is fucking up the vibe?
All the vibes.
Sandman.
Okay, yeah. I definitely see that. My son Aaron is showing up with the whole rumbling. Them niggas is hungry. They've been walking for half the planet, nigga.
Okay. Shigaraki.
Yes.
How food gonna survive? Ain't gonna be no food. Ain't gonna be no table. Ain't gonna be no house.
Nigga, the mask is fucking up the vibes, nigga.
Oh,
the
dude,
mask,
the hands?
Yo, nigga, the mask is literally gonna take the turkey. Like, the turkey's gonna get up. Like, they gonna put the mask on the turkey, nigga. It's gonna start breakdancing and shit.
We don't want that.
All them niggas is fucking up the vibes. Let me see who else. Okay. Which person gets mad? Yeah, which person gets mad first that they don't have a Thanksgiving Day, a Macy's Day parade float?
Which person gets mad first if they don't have a Thanksgiving Day parade?
Yeah, I'll tell you right now. My answer: the Punisher. The reason why the Punisher getting mad, for as much as niggas support guns, why the fuck he ain't got one, nigga? Ain't sponsored by the NRA, nothing. Like, come on.
Because the show just ended. The Penguin.
True.
He's upset.
True. He's better.
I put the lights on in the city. What are you doing, kid? What do you mean I don't have a fucking Thanksgiving float? They should put a fucking They made a float for the guy I do growing up. He's a fucking legend. They'll remember his name, kid.
Dead ass. Me too. All right, so here's my final one before we get to the movie. And give you some time to think about it because I already have my answers put together. You're doing Thanksgiving, doing a second Podsgiving. You get 9 guests that you can invite. Anybody you want. Real, fake, alive, dead, whoever you want. Who are your 9 guests? While you think about it, I'm going to give you mine. Give you some time. First person on my list. Orlando Brown. As Lil Wayne. Talking like Lil Wayne the whole time, nigga. That's my first. My second is from my last example, and that's Ghost Rider. Ghost X, nigga. He's in there, he's fucking up the vibes. He's not letting nobody have bacon. So that's part of my list. Third person, Dr. Umar, because he's gonna fuck with my nigga Ghost X.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
But I gotta sprinkle some uncomfortableness in there. So I gotta add like a Billie Eilish. Know what I mean? To balance
He's dressed like Dr. Umar.
Yo, I need that balance. I'm gonna add Lauryn Hill because I know she not coming. So we saving food. It's lit.
I'm crying.
She not coming.
She's gonna be late.
Yeah, dead ass. Bane is gonna be there. My nigga Bane definitely gotta show up.
Which Bane though?
Tom Hardy's Bane. Because I need, you know why? Because I need him to like really set it off when it comes to saying grace, nigga.
That's true.
Like, that shit's gonna be fucking crazy. Lauryn Hill's gonna be mad she missed it. Know what I mean? Harley from Joker 2. Know what I mean? Cause she gonna be like, we gonna need a little entertainment, and I feel like she gonna do like the singing shit, and it's gonna like, cause I'm gonna need somebody to balance out all the fighting that I have between like Dr. Umar and Billie Eilish.
That's true.
And Ghost X. So I need somebody to like be the entertainment and like calm these niggas down. So, and she's used to chaos. So I feel like she's good for that. Now, speaking of chaos, throw somebody in there just to match the chaos. My nigga Eminem is gonna be there, nigga. And he's not there to like chill, he's there to just rap. The whole night he's gonna be rapping. He's gonna be in there rubbing chapsticks on napkins while I'm rapping.
This nigga's ridiculous.
Me and Umar and Oates in Utah in a blue car.
We snapping.
Orange presidents, it's heaven sent. So he gonna be in there wilding. Take your medicine. The night deviant gotta be there. Like,
oh shit, yeah.
He gotta be a part. Like, if I'm gonna have a chaotic like Thanksgiving like table, like I gotta have the night deviant there. Know what I mean? Handful of frozen glizzies.
That he brought.
He's sweating for no
he
reason.
keeps saying that he cooked them, but
it's not even hot outside. It's cold as
he
fuck.
keeps saying he cooked them, but you're like, why they in your hand?
Why are they still frozen? Like, what are you talking about? Let me see. Freaky Zeke got to be there.
That's another freaky nigga.
Yo, and I need him there because he gonna tell the best stories. Like, all his stories gonna be mad fucking fire. And I just feel like him and like the night deviant gonna get along. Them niggas just gonna figure it out.
They might end up being friends.
Exactly.
I'll also show you how my plate is clean as shit.
Yeah, this nigga went crazy. Meg Thee Stallion. And she's there because she's the anchor being out of all these niggas.
Okay.
So she, like, the fact that
she is in the MCU.
Yeah, she's in both. She's in the Venom verse.
And she is in the Venom verse.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the MCU. So I feel like and she was also, what else did she do? I feel like she's definitely gonna be the person to ask Bane why he looks like Venom. Like, why he talk like Venom. Like, I feel like she'll be that Deadpool version that I need to like balance it out. And my final person is gonna be Charlie Brown because he's gonna replace Lauryn Hill because she's not gonna show up.
True. That's a good one.
So that's my 9 people. Niggas is fighting. Like, we're not even gonna get to the food. Them niggas gonna brawl out.
All right, so my 9 people is the 2024-2025 Los Angeles Lakers. This team right now, I love everyone specifically on this team. We pouring honey on my GOAT LeBron, first of all. Second of all, Anthony Davis, you're doing amazing. Dalton Connect, you're doing amazing. D-Lo, I thought we had to trade you, but you can stay. Austin Reeves, you're doing great, white boy. Gabe Vincent, great guy. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Jackson Hayes, you're doing good. Look, I can keep going. I can keep going and going. But this Lakers team right now, we're 10-4. Amazing guys. All of you guys are invited to my Thanksgiving. You guys are all real people, and I hope you hear this. Pull up. It's coming up soon.
And it's mad harmony. Like, all these niggas get along. This nigga's he's literally just feeding the team because that's his team.
Y'all my boys. That's it. There's nothing else to it. Like, if y'all want to eat food, just come pull up. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
What a Thanksgiving miracle where I have the chaotic fucking team and this nigga has the more sensible one. That's wild.
Also, here's your holiday.
Oh, shit.
Green soda, because we're not sponsored by them.
Dead ass. Your lemon lime soda.
Going to try the sweet potato pie. Now, the sweet potato pie is an interesting concept for me because I'm a fan of pie, but I'm not a fan of sweet potato.
And I knew that. And I knew that.
We did 2 things into one. And it can be either way. Either fucking way.
It can.
So let's see.
So I'm gonna let you take. I'm gonna take whatever you don't take.
No, I don't know what that means.
I mean, it's 2 pieces, so whatever you take, I'm gonna just take whatever's left.
Right.
I want y'all to see that.
All right, look at the pie.
Nice golden brown.
Yeah,
I got the crust,
the undercarriage, the back
perfect.
carriage.
Know what I mean?
Look at that. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's do it, y'all. I ain't never been no bitch.
There's a slight sweetness to it. Know what I mean? Obviously in the name. Not too much. I didn't want to like overpower the flavor.
This is actually delicious. Just frame 1. Very good.
Know what I mean? Like, not too much, just enough, just a hint. Know what I mean? You get a little bit of the cinnamon.
Damn, that's really good.
A little bit of the nutmeg in there, just a hint, just to give y'all that.
Yeah, I might not give Gas his slice. Nah, I'm playing. He don't get his slice, but
yeah, I'm just saying. Know what I mean? I can't call myself the pie guy and fuck up. Know what I mean?
No, sure, that shit really good.
See, look, see, my boy is focused. He already fucked this shit up. I ain't even done.
That shit was really good. Like, am I gonna lie about it?
No, that's
I'm
my
about to
shit.
roll up, man. You gotta talk about a good movie as well.
Duh. All right, so the movie I picked because I told him, since this is a Thanksgiving episode, we got to do something Thanksgiving themed. Perfect movie for this is literally the movie called Thanksgiving.
Legit.
If you've not seen this movie, I believe it's on Netflix, either Netflix or Hulu. I think Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
Please watch that movie. That movie is, well, you'll find out from us now. Like that movie, listen, I don't know how it didn't get talked about more than it did. That got swept under the radar. That was like a fantastic movie. I think the intro for me, because like we don't have to like go into super details. I'll let him go into details because he said he took notes. I'm just do like an overview of like things that I liked or whatever. The intro for the movie's great because it starts off with like them at the just typical like at your family's Thanksgiving. Somebody got to go to work because stores are open, consumerism. So they threw that shit in there. The dude gets ready. He leaves. The kids get into the car.
Let me throw in a note.
Okay.
My first note, this is no spoilers whatsoever, but my first note, the first thing I wrote was, this cop is fucking this dude's wife. I have no proof, but I feel it. That's legit like my first note. Like, like, cop is fucking this dude's wife. I have no proof.
Yo. Because I mean,
they're just showing the family dynamic. They're showing like a different like family dynamic. Yeah. If I could get into it, I guess a little bit more spoilery. It's like
it's a spoiler episode. We're talking about it.
Rich guy owns like a Walmart type of place.
Mm-hmm.
It's Black Friday. They're with like family. There's like many different kind of like family dynamics happening kind of at the same time. It's like, this guy is my friend, and I'm also the manager of this store, and this lady's my wife, and this lady is also that my wife is really cool with my friend who's also the sheriff of the town. We're also in the crib of a rich dude who his wife just died, and he has a new like stepwife that the kids don't really fuck with. The daughter doesn't really fuck with like that. She has a boyfriend who's, I call him Bobby Goldenarm because he's supposed to be a goddamn MLB prospect. They're like, oh, 90 miles an hour fastball. Fuck, your future's so bright. Another thing that I wrote.
Okay.
I seen all death flags and injuries towards everyone who they spoke well about. Like the second they were just explaining everyone's like, this person's good on the up and up. I said, oh, they're all gonna die, aren't they? They were just explaining how everybody was on the up and up. Everybody's life was just getting better. And I was just like, this is a scary movie. They're all gonna die, aren't they? Right? Boom. They're all in the crib, and you could just do the quick overview.
All right, so they're in the crib. You can see the tension between like the stepmom and like Jess, which is the daughter, and she does not fuck with her because clearly she sees this woman as like a straight up like scammer. Because first she sold the house to them.
Yeah,
and
she was a realtor.
She was a realtor, and then after she sold the house, I guess she finessed her way into his life. She fucked him at some point, and he ended up giving her a ring. So she's like they aren't officially married. She's just the fiance, but she in there. And Jess does not fuck with her at all. She does not like her vibes, nothing. She can't wait to leave. And that's when the friends pull up outside. They all get in the car. Shout out to my son Duke Deuce because he's getting played in the car.
They was playing.
Which was mad random as fuck. I was just like,
I'm just like, why are they playing Duke?
I was like, yo, there is one black person in this car.
And he wasn't playing it.
Yo, he was just in the back, just chilling. And I was just like, all right. So anyway, they're like, yo, let's go to this party. And he's just like, yo, I got into this fight. I punched this dude in the face. My phone got broke. We got to go to fucking Stormart or whatever.
The store that your pops own, Jess.
So she was like, yeah, we can go there because, he's the manager. We can sneak in through the back or whatever and get what we need. This is probably one of my favorite parts of the movie because they pull up. It is pandemonium. And it's been years since we've seen anything like that in real life because now everybody just orders their shit online and just stresses out like USPS and shit. But back then, it was a point in time where that was real.
That was real.
That was very real.
Oh, another random thing that I wrote. Biblically accurate Black Friday. Like if you remember it the days before you could order shit online, biblically accurate Black Friday.
Yes. Niggas was outside.
At least in the beginning.
Yes. niggas was outside. So anyway, they pull up, like, yo, I gotta get a phone. Shorty in the back was like, yo, I gotta get a lipstick. All right, cool, whatever. So they show up. There's mad people there. They're all like splitting up or whatever. And while Jess is there, Ryan pulls up. And Ryan is probably like one of my favorite Dirty Macs. Because this nigga was like, because Bobby wanted to chill by the car. He didn't want to leave. He was just like, yo, I don't want to be here. And Ryan was like, yo, come with me. Like, yo, you want to go to this party? Like, yo. And she's just like, yo, I got a man. Like, I'm good. I am fucking fine. I like this nigga. He just like, yo, listen, you don't have to stay at the party for long. You could just we could just do some keg games or whatever, and you could just leave. And Bobby literally had to come up to this nigga and was just like, she's good, bro. Like, chill the fuck out. Right. And he's just like,
these are my notes about Ryan. Thirsty nigga is trying to bag shorty in front of her boyfriend. Pussy. After like he gets like sent away, like I just wrote pussy. Like the nigga immediately gives up. Like the second time he's like, yo, she's good. He's like, oh. But yeah,
he's a man of patience because we gonna run it back.
All I'm gonna say is sometimes wait the long game, maybe. Like that's all I gotta say. I got not for me, and maybe not for some of y'all, but for maybe some of y'all. Like wait the long game, my nigga. Look,
sit back.
Look. Look. If she's going with her boyfriend to Black Friday, what if a stampede happens?
Hey,
you didn't start it.
Whoops.
Go ahead.
So anyway, they pull up. They use the side entrance because obviously her dad's the fucking manager.
Owns the shop, right?
But before they go inside, one of the dudes.
Her dad's not the manager. Her dad's the owner. The manager. Is he part of their family?
No,
because Jess. No. Jess knows him because remember he was at the crib.
Yeah,
so that means he was like a family friend because he was a part of the business.
Yeah,
and yeah. Her father owns the spot. Yeah, okay.
Boom. Yeah, he's like he runs that one. But the bald head dude is like the CEO.
That's her father. Yeah.
All right. So anyway,
they take the side entrance. They take the side. They got money.
Before they go through the side entrance. One of the jocks that was with them, the dude that I mentioned that he punched, was in the crowd.
Being a dickhead.
And he was like, yo, pussy, try that again, pussy. And like the other dude's a fucking hothead. So these niggas are like yelling at each other. They're going through the side, and you literally hear him in the crowd like incite like a riot. He's like, yo, why they get to be in there doing blah, 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 blah. Granted, they did kind of push the fucking envelope a little bit. Because then you see them inside like
wilding,
lifting like the fucking like waffle irons and shit, like just doing mad unnecessary shit, inciting a riot with the crowd. There's like a lady there, and she's just like, yo, I can't believe they inside. And you can't have a crowd like that and have 2 security guards, bro. And them niggas ain't have no guns.
The one had Xanax.
Yes.
And Doug had Xanax. And then the other nigga is a pussy.
Yo.
I wrote pussy again, I think, in here. Right? Because I was like, should have took the Xanax. That was one shit. Should have took the Xanax. And I said fat boy. We're on Patreon. Fuck it. Should have took the Xanax, fat boy. Then he runs away, and I go pussy. And then I go poor Doug. But he can't feel it. He's on Xanax.
Yo. So they're trying to calm the crowd down or whatever, but like the dude got punched in the face. He incites the riot. They break. It literally looks like a zombie movie because these niggas knock over the fucking gate,
break the door that's broken,
make it to the door. They're like knocking it. The black dude is in there, and they're like, "Yo, open the door," because they're gonna like steamroll us and whatever. And he has like this moment of panic, which had me dying because he couldn't get to the keys, and he's just like, I got it. And then he looks up, and like the literal glass breaks, and they stampede over this nigga. He literally gets crushed.
Yeah, he gets crushed.
Out of the way real quick. Now from here, it turns into Final Destination. Because niggas start getting killed at this point.
In this moment, I couldn't do the proper death index because I did a death index. Like I have a death index where I paid attention to every death and I was like, let me give it a grade. It sounds insane, but like, hear me out. That one just got a most insane intro of all time. I just wrote that because it was like, door breaks, dude gets stomped, security guy gets stomped on with the door, guy runs in,
oh my god,
cuts his fucking throat.
Yes. So because they were breaking on the glass, the
glass
window
is jagged.
Yeah, so like it's jagged, and he's like rushing in, and you literally see him cut his own neck by mistake rushing in.
And he's still in there.
He's still in there.
Trying to steal shit and trying to fight people.
One of the best parts of that scene for me is after like the blood is gushing from this man's neck, he gets a waffle iron and he sits down on the ground holding it.
Holding the waffle
and then a white
iron.
lady comes over and pulls it out of his grip as he bleeds all over the floor.
Okay. Beyond that, just so much shit happened so fast.
So much.
And it was like, the nigga cuts his neck. People are like choking each other out.
Fighting.
Like
Streets
actually
of Rage,
hitting each other
like
with shit.
Axl Rose, like fighting.
The manager's wife is on the floor.
That is the best death in this scene.
She's on the floor. She's crawling. She don't know what the fuck going on. She turns around. Lady who's outside arguing with the jock at first, like, she hits her with her fucking like shopping cart, but she snags onto like her head and just keeps going, like bow, 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 and like just fucking blah, 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 right? She's fighting another nigga with a shopping cart.
Yeah,
the shorty's head is her hair is
still tied into the wheel.
Rips her face off.
Yes, literally pulls her scalp.
Just like Jesus Christ. Hold on. Zoom back. Bobby Goldenarm. Keep that name in your head, because I kept calling him Bobby Goldenarm. Bobby Goldenarm. There's like, your arms is the greatest arm ever. You're gonna be the fucking MLB, kids. He goes, Doug is still alive. Doug is getting traded by hundreds of people.
And he's just like, yo, he wants to be the good guy.
He's reaching his hand up.
He's just
like, I'm a good guy.
I'm gonna go get him. Jess is like, no.
Jess is like, stop.
And he's no, I'm gonna help him.
And in my head, I'm like, I know what's about to happen to this nigga. And they gonna do it. I know they gonna do it.
They will.
And they did it.
They fucking did that shit.
Nigga runs at full force and steps on his arm and breaks his whole right arm, fucks his whole shit up.
This nigga look like a praying mantis, nigga.
Doug is dead.
That's it.
Doug's been dead for a little bit, so you just broke it off for no reason.
For no fucking reason, bro.
And Evan, they dickhead friend, is standing on top of a cash register after kind of inciting this shit as well.
Yes.
Recording
the whole thing.
Making it
like, yo, oh my God. Yo, my TikTok is going to go crazy. Like, niggas going to love this on Instagram. Oh my God, I'm going to break it.
Piece of shit.
Hilarious. So then everybody finally sees Amanda on the floor, bleeding out, dead. And that's when they're...
the cop sees it.
Yeah. And then he's just like, he pulls out his gun and he literally tells everybody to stop. He shoots in the air. And that is the start of the movie. We've had like 3 or 4 like gruesome deaths and the movie just fucking got started. And it wasn't even the killer.
2 random things I wrote. We are so back with shock value slashers on the holiday. That's what I wrote as like he shot in the air and it begun. And then the next sentence was, wasn't there a killer? Question mark. Because I forgot what the movie was about. Because I was like, this movie not called Black Friday. Hold on. Wait a minute. This is called Thanksgiving.
We already caught bodies and like there was no official killer.
But guess what? Then they showed me something. They was like, guess what? We use that as a vehicle.
Exactly. That's how we kickstarted. So again, like I said, when we first started the episode, this is very, like, you can tell, like, the director, like, he does not fuck with Black Friday and the consumerism shit. Because literally he gives this whole consumerism montage, like, a good 10 to 15 minutes. Like, just to set
he's
the
like,
movie up.
This is what y'all be doing. Y'all look like fucking crazy
Exactly.
people.
Like, literally just to start the movie.
You guys are savages to just buy something.
Exactly. Like, and he used waffle irons as, like, his perfect example. So, now we go 1 year later. Because the title card started movie. Now the movie's officially
Now
started.
the movie's beginning.
So we start off. They're still having sales at fucking Store Mart or whatever the shit is called, fake Walmart, and what? How?
Right Mart or some shit.
What a coincidence, or Star Mart or whatever.
It's Right Mart. It's Right Mart.
Right Mart. That this place is called Plymouth, Plymouth Park.
I actually have a very hilarious joke that's coming up. But
Okay. So yeah, Tom's wife died. I mean, and he's not closing the store. Thanksgiving is coming up. He gave out some BS scholarships or whatever. It's like, oh yeah,
scholarships,
like, blah
and
blah. And everyone's like, bro, but like people died there. Like you could literally just like close the fucking.
You could just close the store.
Like let people
also,
be with their family.
One of the main people that are protesting now is the manager whose wife died.
Yes.
Like he's like he don't work there no more, and now he's like the spearhead of like we gotta shut this shit down. They just protest that shit all the time. So
yes.
Yeah.
All right. So we have a new sheriff that's in town. Because aside from the main sheriffs, like they lost one of their officers or whatever, so they brought somebody in to like replace him. And he's like a bit of a hard ass. They don't really like him. Like the townspeople don't really fuck with him that much. But the main sheriff is just like, hey man, like, here in Plymouth, like we wear like these John Carver masks, like there's the hat and all that. Like you gotta do as the like when in Rome, do as the Rome. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be a part of it or whatever. And he's just like, all right, whatever. It is called Right Mart. I did write that down. So the Right Mart CEO, like he's pissed because he goes like because they have like a John Carver house there, and somebody trashed the shit. Because obviously, they're not fucking with him. Like, yo, why are you still opening his stores?
That's
like,
a fact.
Fuck you. We not doing no commercials, whatever. So he's in there, he's pissed off. Like, I can't do the commercials. They trashed the place, and they made sure, which is very cheeky, and I like that in the slasher. He was like, oh, they trashed the place, and they took the axe too.
And the axe that I was going to use to ask prices they took. I wonder why. I was like, I wonder why.
So yeah, so the axe is missing. They just throw that in there, but nobody really cares at that point. So the place is trashed, and the daughter's pissed because she's just like, bro, like, why you could have just not filmed the commercial? Like, do we have to? Like, we're already good. Like, we're well off. Like, you're this fucking CEO, bro. Like, we don't have to like make money on this day. Like, we could just chill, be a fucking family. I already lost my mom. Like, he's just like, yo, nigga. We try and get to this money or not. So anyway, we move forward. The kids are like at like a diner or whatever, and they all get tagged on Instagram. This nigga is very meticulous because he made sure to make an Instagram page. He found all these niggas on IG.
Followed all of them.
Yo, follow all these niggas. And they didn't even, and that's the crazy part. How popular are these niggas that they didn't even know that a John Carver followed them? Because that means if you all got notifications about the tag, that means you definitely got notifications of a random nigga following you.
Yeah.
So this nigga followed all of them. He set a table. That's how you know this nigga's already crazy.
I also wrote, the table is set with an exclamation point.
Yo, that's double entendre. I see what he did there.
I said, oh, this is the movie. The table is set.
Yo, he set the fuck out that table, boy. I was like, yo, if I ain't know niggas was gonna die here, nigga, like,
I would have thought I was going to meal.
This a good ass fucking table,
that's
bro.
Good aesthetics.
Hey, man, yo.
That's
he
some
went
good
to work.
holiday aesthetic.
Yo, so nobody was able to pick. So if I'm a cop and this nigga is like setting a whole table, doing all this shit, wouldn't the first thing you think like, yo, what about if we track down all the, it's a small town. He didn't get the shit from Amazon.
Yeah, that's some antique shit.
Yo, like, let's see. Like, let's check the tapes.
What if he got it all from Temu?
Yo.
What if he was the Temu killer, nigga? We don't know that. We don't know how he got his shit. What if he made all of that shit? Like, what if he's so meticulous he made that shit? Like, you don't know.
Hey, if he did, more power to him, nigga, because he was going crazy. So anyway, he sets the table. He sends like this tag to everybody, and they're just like, yo, what the fuck is this? This is man weird. And the way the movie's set up is like while they're in there, Bobby appears, but he doesn't say hi to them, and he's like by the door. So it's like, is Bobby the killer? Because he just suddenly
He
shows
just
up,
pulls up,
doesn't say nothing to
nobody.
anybody, and they all get tagged in this fucking weird photo thing on IG about like a killer about setting tables and shit. It's kind of weird. And axe is missing.
Yeah,
A lot of things is falling in place to make certain people look really fucking bad at the moment. So anyway, he leaves, which is crazy.
They're in a diner, by the way, while this is happening.
Which is,
and then the lady who kind of incited the riot is the waitress,
and she's a bit of a dick too.
And she's an asshole.
But I want to one thing I want to throw in before he continues is you guys remember when we first talked about it with Right Mart with Bobby and Jess, and he was protecting the fuck out of her
from
right. He disappeared for a year. He ghosted her.
He ghosted her.
He took his broken arm and just fucking disappeared. Like, took himself off of social media. It was just weird. It was just like...
First of all, we forgot to talk about the scene where this nigga Ryan's in the crib with his mans. And he just like, hey, man, the best thing that ever happened to him was getting ghosted by that nigga.
Yo.
Man. I'm in there.
Yo. Hey. And that's what we were talking about earlier. Sometimes you just got to wait. You just got to
play
wait.
the long game, man.
Know what I mean? Because at the diner, Ryan shows up. And they're like, yo, we don't fuck with this nigga. He's mad weird. We don't got nothing to talk about. And even he looks guilty because he shows up and he's like, hey, man, so what y'all got going on? Like, y'all watching the game? And my nigga Scuba was like, yeah, we just gonna watch it at my crib, whatever. And he was like, yo, well, y'all can watch it with me at the 50-yard line. And we're just like,
they like, oh, we fuck with him now. He's our man.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, but hold on.
Wasn't he just the ops? And it's like, wait. And then it's like, yo, wait, that means she got with. And that's even more fucked up. Because how you get with your man ops? What's up with Jess?
And then she said he was the front runner.
Yo!
Which is nuts. Which is actually kind of nuts. Which is actually crazy. I was looking at Jess like, are we supposed to like her for this?
Yo, like...
There's something with
yo, maybe Mr. Carver got a point, nigga, because y'all are fucking wilding. You could have dated anybody else, bro. You're going to date the main op, though.
Well, I mean...
That's crazy.
They couldn't hire me, or like you, or like another nigga.
I'm just saying that's crazy. You took the town ain't that small. Like I know it's another nigga out there that's kind of charming. Like, but anyway,
Bobby, the ladies being a dick about their food. Like they're just like, yo, we gotta figure this out. This is kind of first they're just like, this is weird. This is weird, right? This is weird.
Facts.
Boom. Niggas dip.
Oh, before they leave,
yeah.
Because they're ordering the food. Just see somebody standing outside the window in a John Carver mask, just staring at them.
Yeah,
and she looks and she sees them. She's like, anyway, and she like continues ordering her food. She looks again. He's still staring. And then she looks one more time. He goes like Jason Bourne and just disappears. And she doesn't think anything of this in the moment because I'm like, yo, you don't think it's weird? A nigga's just standing there in broad daylight in this fucking mask, just staring at y'all. After you just got tagged in this weird picture.
Yo, I don't think they thought about that at all.
That's not weird to y'all? Like,
they didn't think so.
They just ate that shit up. So anyway, yeah, so that happens. And then we get the Carver killer, that's what I'm calling for now. He's like watching the videos and shit, like all the old footage from a year ago about like the crazy massacre at Right Mart. And while that shit's going on, this nigga's like sharpening his weapons and shit, like just in the crib or wherever the fuck he is, just sharpening that shit up, just preparing, like putting this shit together. And so now like we fast forward because now like everybody left the diner already, and like they closing up.
Yeah,
and you already know how like horror movies go.
Oh man, you by yourself, you chilling.
So she's cleaning up. All right, go ahead.
So she's cleaning up. She walked back to the counter. Earlier in the day, sheriff and the new sheriff was talking about like wearing the pilgrim mask. And like the new sheriff they wasn't really fucking with. He put it on and was like, I guess I'm used to it, being like a dickhead. So she sees the mask, she picks it up, she puts it on her face.
Who even does that?
And then I'm just like, whatever. And she just takes it off. And then she like tries to go to the back to close the shit. So she like goes to the back and like
she didn't even get a chance to breathe.
She didn't get a chance to breathe.
As soon as she put the mask down, This nigga was on her
on
neck.
her ass.
He throws her into like literally like the fridge shit. This is fucking freezing cold.
Wait, first he like slashes her hand.
Yes,
like
because he backs her into like some shit and she like covers and he's like slashes her hand.
Then he puts her in the dishwasher, puts her face and shit and body in the dishwasher, then opens the freezer door and slams her body on the freezer.
So now her face is peeling.
It's freezing, and then she peels it off to run away.
She runs outside.
She runs outside.
She thinks she good.
She's like, "Where's my keys?"
Quickly got into a car. I don't know how. This nigga is speed racer, nigga. This nigga got into the car, and that shit went from 0 to 60. This nigga must have a Mustang because that shit went
it was
like
a Hellcat. It was gone.
So I think like, oh shit, he's gonna run her over. No, she jumps, and I was like, oh, that's kind of smart going into like the trash compactor. But she only gets halfway in, and the shit cuts her in half.
And she like he hits the garbage can, the top drops, and it like splits her in half.
Nigga.
Right? Boom. That happens. Now I did an index. Right? I said garbage car kill, 9 out of 10. Would have been a 10 if it didn't happen by mistake.
Yes.
It like absolutely was something I haven't seen before, and it was just a per happenstance that it happened. He just wanted to hit her against the shit. It would have been a way lower kill, but it was just pretty creative, but it was also a mistake. So 9 out of 10.
Yes. So what makes it, why I'm going to give him the 10, I'm going to give him at least a 9.5. I'm going to give him an extra 0.5 is because he knew it was a mistake. So to top that shit off, he takes her body and places it on top of the Right Mark logo.
It was hilarious.
Nigga. Wow. Like, he knew it was a mistake, and he was like, you know what? I'm going to balance it out. I'm going to go for the 10. I'm gonna go for the 10. And I don't even know how he got up there to do all that shit. Like literally, like he had to like, just the mechanics of it is he had to tie some sort of rope on her.
I don't know.
And lower her body.
I don't know how he did. He had a crane. Nigga did something.
How do you even get to the top? How did you get to the top of the building?
He did something.
Yo, nigga.
He did a good job.
Yo, he did that. And this is just the start of this nigga's mayhem.
Biblically accurate pilgrim.
Yes.
Actually, what pilgrims do.
Yo, like he starts it off going crazy. So anyway, so after that happens, they shut the Walmart down or whatever. They got cops there. They're like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on? Then they get tagged again because he took her head. Know what I mean? And he puts it on the plate. No, he puts the upper half of the body on a seat, and then he tags them again. And then, like, they tell the cops or whatever, and they're like, yo, what the fuck is this?
But they also realize that, like, next to the plates are names.
Yeah.
And it's their names.
And it's like, oh, shit. Like, how?
So he's after us.
He's looking for us, too, like, at some point. So, like, all this shit is going on in this small-ass little town, and her dad still won't fucking close the store. This nigga literally just hires more security. Like, his answer was just like, yo, we are gonna get this money, nigga. Like, did you not see how those fucking waffle irons sold last year? We doubled up on inventory, nigga. Like, we are selling these shit. Niggas is gonna have waffles come Saturday morning.
The daughter is just like, yo, dad, like, it's more important things than fucking waffles, like your fucking family.
Yeah, like us not dying,
he's
nigga.
Like, yo, niggas need waffles.
No, nigga.
On Thanksgiving morning. They only eat waffles. Do you not read the Thanksgiving news? Niggas eat waffles in the morning, all the dinner at night, nigga.
Yo, so anyway, they take them into like the police station. They're like questioning them or whatever. And like the main sheriff is like asking questions. He's like, yo, like, you remember anything? Just let me know. We're going to figure this shit out. Jess is like, all right, cool. So she leaves, and who does she meet in front of the fucking police station? This nigga Bobby. And it's just like, oh, okay.
Well, great timing.
I was just like, all right, this nigga got to be the fucking killer. Nigga, like, you in all the right, wrong places at the right, wrong times. Nigga, like.
And at first he's just like, yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, it was just like, yo, like, wait, what?
Okay.
And even her, like, if she dies in this movie, it just feels like she deserved it. Because why you mad trustworthy of this nigga? Like, he just came back after a year.
Like, all right, look, listen.
He's like, yo, I fucked up. I did. And she just, like, starts walking. He's like, yo, can I walk with you? And she's like, all right,
he's like,
come on.
You got sensitive information? And she's like, I shouldn't tell you. He's like, you can trust me.
I'm your friend.
She's like, okay, so there's all this footage that my family has, and I was just like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
you don't even know if this nigga's a op. He's been gone for a year. He fucked up his arm in this whole. He has the perfect motive for being a killer.
and then the nigga came back and he goes, oh, yeah, my arm's about to be back in good strength. I'm just like, nigga, you're saying all the creepy shit right now, my nigga. Like,
So
what do you want to do?
So here's what even makes this even better. Because this is why it feels like he has even more motivation. Because they're like walking, he's like talking and shit with her, and he's like at the top of the step, and he's like, just when I thought things was going good, this nigga Ryan's coming over here. Don't worry, I'll get rid of him. And he literally comes over and tongues kiss her in front of this nigga.
And she tries to not like kiss
and she's
him,
just like,
but she just still has to get the kiss. And,
and this
like,
nigga
whoa.
Bobby's just like,
okay.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Dead ass the op.
He's like, that's
the
new.
op?
He's like, that's new. Okay.
Wow. Okay. And then like the sheriff calls him and he's like, hey,
a lot of things changed.
He's just like, no kidding.
Obviously. I was like, oh yeah, I was like, yo, deserved that.
They're gonna kill her. There he
yeah,
is.
He did it.
He did that shit. Whatever they say he did that shit. So anyway, so like he goes inside or whatever, and like I said, like the hater replaced him. He just bided his time. You know what I mean? Next scene, we literally have this nigga Manny. He's panicking because obviously they're starting to put 2 and 2 together. There's been one death. All the kids' names, so clearly this is somehow tied into the incident. It was a big incident in their town. He was there as well. He's like, yo, I'm not staying here. I'm flying. He didn't even say
this is the pussy ass security guard.
He wasn't. He's the only person so far that was smart because he was like,
I'm going to DR.
I am getting the fuck out of this
cat.
town.
He's like, I'm going to DR.
I'm going to DR.
Daddy's out.
This nigga was just like, yo, like I saw what they said on social media, what I could get for $100, nigga. Like I'm out there. I'm gonna have 5 girlfriends. I'm not dealing with this. Like I'm leaving.
Said this shit is crazy.
He had his passport literally on the table. They showed it. They gave us a close up. He looks out the window because his friend was by the car and he's like, yo, I'm coming. Just getting the rest of my stuff. He's like, yo, fuck this cat. I'm out of here. He turns around.
No passport.
Passport's missing. He's just like, what the fuck? So he's now looking for the shit and then he hears a noise. And his cat goes into the kitchen. So he's literally sitting on the top of the microwave and he's just like, hey, is somebody in there?
Tell daddy. And the cat looks the other way because it's a fucking cat. They're not.
Yeah, like it's not like it was a dog. Like it's not gonna bark. Like so, it's just like, hey man, you was gonna leave without me. So
cat turned his face. Nigga walk up by the tables talking about I kill people.
Nigga, he literally gets stabbed in the chest
with a carving knife.
Oh my god, he literally gets stabbed with a carving knife. He starts to bleed out. Here's where like this nigga goes full Mortal Kombat, nigga. Because when I remember watching this shit. And he used the wire shit. He turns around, hits the pose, clean cuts this nigga's neck right off. Perfectly executed, nigga. Like this nigga should not be just a regular, like small. You are a main character killer, nigga. Like you shouldn't be just killing small towns. You treat yourself like a small fry. You bigger than this. This nigga's going crazy,
this is
son.
On the index.
Yo, no, that was a nice kill. That was a really nice kill.
Remove Coward security guards the whole top.
Yo,
good technique. Nothing unique for real, but funny electric carver stab.
Yes.
He also pet and fed the cat.
Yes.
So he gets an 8 out of 10.
Yes. I feel like that was one of my favorite of the kills because after he kills the nigga, he puts the head in the bag, and as he's leaving, the cat's like, hey, man. And he comes back, he feeds the cat, pets him. It's like, all right, I'm out. So I was like, damn, so he really isn't like a completely bad guy? Because he could have been like, yo, fuck your cat too, nigga. And he was just like, you know what? The cat ain't had nothing to do with that. The cat ain't want a waffle iron. Cat good. So he left the cat.
Hold on.
He leaves the cat.
And we're back at it.
Magic. Nigga magic. All right. So, so like after he does the fucking crazy kill on Manny.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat.
Honestly?
Stuff. It's a good fatality, bro.
John Carver could.
He could be in Mortal Kombat.
In there for the DLC if y'all.
I feel like he got like a good 8 or 9 kills. Potential. That's like
I'm all I'm gonna say is if I added up all the kill scores, he on the high scale.
Yo, he up there. He on the higher scale. All right. So
that was 8 out of 10 the last one. All right,
we move on. This one was a little creative for me. The first part wasn't. It was brutality.
See,
He went a little
This
crazy
is
in the second half.
controversial. This is a controversial kill.
So we move on, and it's the dude, the jock that the main jock punched in the face. We meet him again, and he's like in the gym, like I guess he's like one of the trainers there or whatever. He's like working people out, and his little boo thing give him this look like, yo, let's go to the back.
She's like, we go. Let's go to the back.
So he know what that means. So like he's following her. He's like, yo, where we going? What are you doing? You being stupid. So like she gets on the trampoline because she's a cheerleader, and she's like undressing herself on the trampoline. I was like, execution. I was like,
pretty good execution if she was an adult.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, if she was an adult, I was like,
she is an adult.
I like
you get what I'm saying. I like the idea of it. The freak juices was flowing.
Yeah,
good idea.
The innovation was like, okay.
But here's where I get a little nitpicky, right?
Okay.
She's doing her thing. He's like, I'm in the back. I'm gonna cut. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Point. Hold on, guys. I just gotta like explain this to you. Grab immediately all the way backwards, head to
bro.
Now, I will say this. Right? We're watching a slasher film. That's why I'm saying I'm being nitpicky. But bro, for 2 seconds, I forgot what movie I was watching. Cause I was like, that's superhuman.
Yo.
That's not normal.
It's not even just superhuman. Like this nigga is like Solid Snake, bro. Yeah. The way he's moving around quietly.
First of all, the crunch wasn't even loud.
Yo.
Like, I think he crunched the neck perfectly at a creak sound when Shorty was jumping.
Yo.
Like he did it. And like, not only that, to do that so fast and so precise that the nigga body just lean. It don't even like fall.
His fucking floor awareness, his court awareness, nigga, is insane. LeBron level.
And
nigga.
You know why it's also more insane? Because the nigga did that and she hopped for mad long on that bitch.
Even beyond that, how did he even know to follow them there or that they were even going to be there? Because within 10 seconds of being there, this nigga, let's say he wasn't in there. He was somewhere around just watching. He knew how to get there. Open the door.
He knew who to take out first.
Take him out in 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
And then
flat.
Also
and then disappear.
This is the next part.
This is the part of the kill
this
where I was
is the part where it earned the point.
Yes.
That.
Because one, he disappeared after he killed this nigga. He appeared under the trampoline, poked up, caught her in the foot.
Hold on. Let's talk about her zero game and spatial awareness. Zero. She's still getting freaky time. She's still taking shit off while hopping on this trampoline.
Yes.
Right?
She's getting no feedback.
The nigga his head is backwards.
Slumps.
And he didn't even fall over. He's like, his body's still up.
Yes.
With his head backwards.
That's how fast. This nigga's a Looney Tune the way he did that shit, bro.
Bruh, she's hopping on the shit. She's about to take her top off. And then here's the nitpick part number 2.
Okay.
Right? Because I could get the first stab, right? The nigga, she's hopping and he stabs like a sword through like the bottom and right into her foot, right? Where she's hopping. Cool. Makes all the sense in the world. Then the nigga just start perfectly stabbing everywhere she falls before she falls.
They got a shower again,
and I was just like, okay, at this point, this is beyond some regular shit. Like, I feel like it just broke a little immersion, but at the same time, never seen that before.
He's doing some new shit, bro.
Dramatics, right?
He's doing some new shit.
It's still controversial number, but it will get a 6 out of 10. But then I also kept putting the sword position was something I've never seen.
Bro,
how did John Carver know?
Yo.
And then I wrote right under, John Carver is Jason Bourne, but that comes next.
Bro, way he was moving with the like, honestly, he's got 2 kills I've never seen before.
Never, ever.
Like
the car one?
The car
absolutely.
Yo, I've never seen that before. And then him do you know what your game awareness has to be on to know
reaction time?
Not even just that, because you could have just stabbed her.
Yeah.
He literally was like, yo, she's bouncing on this,
I'm gonna
I could keep stabbing her
right
by
here,
just holding this
stab
here,
right there,
and she's
and
gonna
then
keep
stab right
landing on
there.
it.
No, he didn't. But that's the thing, right?
'Cause no,
he
yeah, I
could
know.
have did that.
He stabbed her
He
once,
could have made it very simple like
but
that.
then he pulled out again, and then
he
after she
stabbed her
falls
in
to
the
the
arm.
side, he pulls it
Then
in the
he
middle.
stabs her in her chest.
Yo.
Then he stabs her in her neck. Then he stabs her in her head. And
Yeah.
I was just like, bruh,
I
your
will say-
precision is so insane.
I will say one thing is, I feel like the movie is kind of giving you a warning. You don't know how like your actions can push a nigga over the edge. Because honestly, this is a whole lot for a shopping incident,
yeah,
bro.
my nigga, yo.
Where'd you learn to do all this shit in a
How'd you
year?
train yourself to be so deadly?
Yo.
Like, you just a sheriff of a small town, man. You just a fucking.
We don't know.
You just
Yo.
Bobby with the golden arm,
Yo,
nigga.
bro,
you could be Ryan with the goddamn stealing
We
tickets,
don't know,
nigga.
bro. Like,
you could be Evan and the black nigga. You know, I have multiple theories at this point, right? I have a theory that it's like 3 niggas.
It's possible.
Because it kind of don't make sense. Like, just from that
This nigga's
scene,
schmoovin', bro.
I remember being like, okay, break the neck fully all the way, twist that bitch, murder, disappear, under the shit, sword. One nigga can do that, possibly. But
without making a sound?
But without making a sound, I really think there was a nigga under the trampoline dressed as John Carver. And then there was a big nigga dressed as John Carver. I think it's a gang of John Carvers, man. And hold on, here's all my goddamn suspects. Sheriff. He's one of my suspects. He's not number 1 though. Number 1 right now is Bobby, man. Bobby keep pulling up at the wrong
really
time.
weird, man.
He just keep pulling up weird.
Asking mad questions.
Actually,
and shit.
my number 2 should be Sheriff, but it's actually Ryan because you too smooth right now in this situation.
It's weird. It's a lot of weird shit.
And then I guess 3 would be Sheriff, but then even Sheriff, like,
not even just my other
weird.
one.
But
Even
the
though I
other
can't
one, the
prove
black kid and Evan, I don't fuck with
my
either
my
of them.
other one on top of that is the manager who left the store.
Yeah,
Like, yo, you had me working on Thanksgiving,
and then
nigga.
his wife died. His wife got murdered.
Nigga, I should not be here.
What if it's okay? I have multiple like gangs that could be doing this right now, right? It could be Bobby by himself. It could be Evan, Black Kid,
And Scuba,
and Bobby together.
It could be Ryan.
Bobby and Ryan could be playing us like they don't fuck with each other, but they could be
On some
working
Scream
together,
shit.
right? On some Scream shit, because this shit reminds me of Scream.
Mm-hmm.
It could be the manager, Mitch.
He's got a
It
good
could be
reason.
him, and it could be him and the cop because they best friends. Like, it's mad reasons. And again, I have no reason to say this, but I think that cop was fucking his wife, man. So they either
It's a lot of moving
parts and pieces here.
And we
I don't
can't
really know who fucking did it yet.
exactly.
But I will say that the murders are making me not believe it's any of these niggas.
Yo.
Because, like, what? None of
Who's
these
strong
niggas
enough
have
to do all
proved
this?
anything. Like, okay, maybe the black dude, but even the black dude, nigga, you are a part of the table. I don't think you're that smart.
Exactly.
Also, even Evan's dumbass that I hate that recorded it. Like, he's obviously about to get punished for this shit.
Honestly, if he was the fucking criminal the whole time,
He would
he's
be
a
genius.
mastermind.
He's a genius.
He's a
because
mastermind. You've been like laying
I
the
think he's just a dickhead.
yeah,
And they made him to be the dickhead for this to be the reason, right?
exactly. So now we move forward a little bit because like after these 2 die, the cops is back again. Like these niggas is like sweeping the school. Jess is there. You know, her homegrown, her boo, they there. And of course, again, fucking teenagers, horny as fuck. They're like, yo, let's go inside. So they go inside. She knows what it is. So she's like, all right, I'm gonna wait here. Y'all go do y'all thing.
Yeah.
They go. They're like walking or whatever. Like it's mad empty. And this is where John he does no finesse here. It's like we got like
no finesse.
I gave y'all some tricks earlier. We back to basics.
We
nigga.
just back
like,
to wilding.
Back to chloroform, nigga.
Chloroform.
Like,
We're back to go classic.
Classics. We going back to the basics. I'm Tim Duncan now, nigga.
And y'all can be loud. I don't care.
Yeah, like I don't give a fuck. But ballsy because
very
nigga,
ballsy. It's 2 of them.
You literally just killed people. The cops is outside.
Also,
it is broad daylight.
This might go to my theory that it being more than one. Because, like, it's two of them. You use chloroform on one person.
Bro.
Nigga, who are you if you're one person?
Yo, you ain't have enough kills for the day yet.
Yo, bro.
You
that
greedy,
going
son.
crazy.
You mad greedy.
Very greedy.
You took out two niggas earlier. You mad greedy, son. Like, it's still daylight. Like, it's like noon, nigga.
So he goes
like,
insane.
He takes these two niggas out, and Jess is just like, yo, like, are y'all coming back? Like, she sends the text, and you know, like, you see the little bubbles.
Little bubble,
or whatever.
like somebody
so that's what
something.
you can literally see, like, you could tell at that point that's where he took the phone. And he was just like, yo, just come
here, please.
Come here. It was, yo, I'm triggered.
Come here, please.
I'm triggered because I've seen Casino. And I know what niggas be like, yo, just right there, nigga. Just,
come right here,
come right here.
Come right here. Come right here.
I know what that means.
Come here, please. So, I was like, that's a setup. That sounds like a setup.
That's a weird way to talk to your friend.
Yo,
and she just
FaceTime
like,
so fast.
Okay. So she goes, falls for this shit, and now she's in a fight for her life because this nigga almost took her head off.
She see the phone, and this is the only time I say
it's like in a laundry bin or some shit.
She listened to her goddamn grandma for the first time ever, and she picked the phone up, see that it's there, and then she was like, "Let me get off the damn phone." She click off, see the nigga reflection, and ducks under.
That nigga was going to take her fucking head off, nigga. Like, at this point, like I said, like, he gave us enough. He basically was like, yo, I did the tricks. I mean, I gave y'all a rucker. Know what I mean? Done. But now we trying to win. We in the fourth quarter now. It's the All-Star game. We not doing tricks no more. We trying to win the game now. So this nigga literally tries to take her head off. We get like this whole montage of him chasing her. She's like Scooby doing this shit. I'll say one good thing that she did, I thought that was mad slick, was with the heads.
Yeah.
And she like hid in there and she was just like
sitting. I was like, crazy. I was like, yeah, you a genius.
I was like, that's a fucking good
got
one.
Away with that one.
That was a good one. You Scooby-Doo this nigga. I was like, you were the whimsical. If I was a killer, you'd have got away. That was mad whimsical. That was
in my head, I was like, yeah, he's human.
Yeah.
He's human.
You can trick him. We can trick this nigga.
We can trick this nigga, y'all. All right. We back in the movie. I'm back in the movie, man. I'm back in it.
There's a chance. Are you telling me there's a chance?
You telling me
there's a chance?
Okay.
There's a chance. So she's doing like little Scooby-Doo shit, but she fucks up. She gets too much dip on her chip because she sees the fucking, like, I think it was like a knife or some shit, and she was reaching for it. Like the scissors or whatever, because it's a room with like hair and shit. So she's reaching for it. No court awareness. She literally has a bottle right there. And in the process of like reaching for it, she knocks the shit over. This nigga goes around crazy with the axe. He's just slashing it. Whatever the fuck.
Nah, he's just like I hear sound.
Yeah, like fuck it. So she gets away. She runs.
Good awareness. No. But I will say, while that's facial awareness, good reaction time. Because she immediately sprays the nigga in the fucking eyes.
Yeah.
Like right through the mask.
And that's
you know if you got a sticky fucking white ass mask, if they spray you directly in your eyes, you can't see shit for a little bit.
He was just swinging at whatever.
He just starts swinging.
And that's where we was like, this nigga's human.
Yeah, he's a human being.
We can get him. He has our weaknesses. Like, we can take
Somebody
him.
Get a gun.
You just gotta shoot this nigga. Like, all you gotta do is shoot this nigga at this point. So she's running through the school or whatever. He's like chasing or whatever. She gets out. She's like, please, he's behind me. And he just knows I can't go outside because them niggas gonna shoot me. Yeah. I'm disappear. So she gets away and it's just like, ooh. He almost had her.
Yeah.
He almost fucking, you got lucky. But everybody
then,
else,
she gotta tell niggas like, yo, my friends are missing, gang.
Yes, like
two of my friends are missing. Wow. Oh, and that is happening.
Yes.
My favorite part is pulls up. Julia, get in the car.
Car now.
Fly. Where am I going? Florida. Just gets in the fucking whip, drives off, right? Black kid. First I thought, this is gonna get racial. That's where I thought it was going. Like when I seen him pull out of the car and like pull Julia, I said, the black kid gonna say something. He gonna use the N-word. And I'm happy it didn't happen like that. But so the second that happened in my head, I said, oh, Julia's cooked.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So like now I'm watching that because I'm like, all right, her father's clearly Russian. He's one of them old school. He's one of them old school niggas.
He's the Chichnitz.
Yeah,
he's the Chichnitz.
So he's got a fortress back there. Like, I hate to see this nigga Metal Gear Solid this shit, because how you gonna get the herd now, my nigga? That? Like, so anyway, he takes off. They skirt off, whatever. Jess is there. Scuba's there, and they're like, "Yo, we gotta go talk to this nigga." There's one dude that
gun guy.
Gun guy.
Bro.
You know the nigga that wear like the leather vest, and he hangs out by like schools, but he's not young enough to be in the school because he dropped out.
He does all types of illegal shit, right?
Yeah, gun guy.
So you looking at him and you like this guy sketchy, but then I wrote something. I said he's way too sketchy to actually have done it.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
I wrote that, and then the next shit I wrote was, I think they should listen to this guy.
Because honestly, if this nigga turns out to be the killer, you're even bigger sicko, because you supplying us with the weapons to fight you with. Like, you want some different mind game shit.
I thought it was funny that like in the scene where like he pulls up and he like almost hits, they see like a beat up truck like drives off, and then he pulls up and he almost hits like one of them, and he's like, "Man, I would never hit one of y'all, man." Like, he was like, "You know how much paperwork the cops made me fill out, right?" And then they're just like, "The fuck are you doing here?" And he's like, "Yo, I'll give y'all protection, right?" And then they're just like, "Why is that?" He was like, "Yo, if everyone had a gun, everyone would be safe. That would stop all the problems, right?" And then they was like, "You're sick. You're gonna sell guns to high schoolers?" He said, "What do I look like selling guns to high schoolers? I can't even sell alcohol, right?" So then, like, he's told them to come to his party, and they're just like, "Yo, get the fuck out of here, my nigga." Like, they dipped. That was earlier in the day, so we got to I was putting context to gun guy.
Because before we get to like when they get to the party, Scuba's just like, "Yo, like, they're not gonna help us, bro. Like,
the cops are not helping.
They're not getting this shit done. Like, mad people died.
Our friends are missing. Mad people died. We have to figure this out.
We got to figure this shit out." So they're like, "Yo, we're gonna go get a gun." So of course, the black dude was like, "Yo, we gotta shoot this nigga. We gotta shoot this nigga."
Fact.
So they pull up to the party or whatever, and he's just like, "All right, come upstairs." He's like showing them the blickies. This nigga has
all the crazy.
This nigga had Joel Santana's gold blicky from the fucking Santana Town video.
Desert
nigga.
Eagle.
The gold Desi. He had the shit.
Magnum. Nigga, yo, my favorite line from that is, "Can you show us human guns?" Like, cause like a Desert Eagle is killing like an elephant, nigga. Like, well, you don't need that for a human being. And
maybe you do. Maybe you do, because the nigga was wild.
Why he did fucking snap a whole nigga neck backwards, so you might need. But you can't properly hold a Desert Eagle and shoot it off. And even
they never showed they never shot a gun before. Because he was asking them, and Jeff was like, "Yo, I shot a musket once, and it like blew up in my hand." And the black dude was like, Yeah. So like he gives them the gun. He's like, "Yo, do what you need to do and bring the peace back."
SIG 22, nigga.
It was just like, "Yo, like, so you just handing out guns to kids?" He's like, "Yo, go kill your mans, go kill your ops, and just bring it back to me. Bring it back with the body.
Y'all live long enough that y'all return it to me."
Like,
I was like, "Yo, real, that nigga real. He care about the children, man. He care about the community. I don't care what nobody say. This is the only time that I say a nigga giving guns to you cares about the community, because he did."
Yo, this nigga was wild. So he gets the piece, and he's like, "Yo, just keep this shit on safety so you don't blow your fucking nuts off, nigga." So he puts the gun on safety. They get in the car. They're going for his Russian boo.
He hit up Yulia. Yulia like,
she's in by the mirror, like she's doing herself
ready. We're about to get in the car. He's like, "Yo, call me when you get in the whip. We finna come like
we got this nigga,
because that nigga's gonna try to get us and you by yourself." Right
exactly.
Now. She's like, "No, I'm with my dad. I'm good."
And there was like a cop downstairs and shit. The cop was talking to like the pops or whatever.
Pops was like, "Eat this."
Yeah, have this.
He's like, "Why?" He's like, "When is this reconstruction getting done?" He said, "Never. We're leaving." Right.
So like he walks off or whatever, and all of a sudden you hear,
and then that's when that no. I think that was a silencer.
Yo, nah.
I don't think that was a tranquilizer.
Yo.
I think it was a silencer.
Yo.
And then that's when I wrote, John Carver is Jason Bourne. Because that nigga gone, right?
Like, you don't see the father here because she's upstairs and she's on the phone. She's like, she's using like the ear shit. She's like cleaning out the wax in her ears and shit, blah, blah, blah. And like Scuba and Jess is on the phone, like, "Yo, like, we whipping up to you, we come in, blah, blah, blah." And all of a sudden, she like looks across. She doesn't see anything. And the father died because the father fought with
he gets hit with the
he catches the too. So she hears the thud. And she's just like,
Dad?
I'm coming, okay? Like, don't worry. All of a sudden she looks away, and all of a sudden she looks back. This nigga's behind her. So this nigga's Batman now too. This nigga's stacking
and
up
she
a
was
resume.
on the phone. So she's like telling the nigga, like, I love you. And then the nigga is behind her, takes both of the things, stabs her in both ears, right? She falls to the ground. The nigga picks her phone up and he waves at them and then shows her like on the ground fucked up.
So I want to talk about like this nigga's accuracy for a second. Like, I don't know if y'all know how like you don't have a lot of space in your ear for a person to like cock it back like this and then do that and get it perfect, nigga. Like, he's a fucking sicko. And that's the first time I feel like he enjoyed his kills. Because after he did that shit, like he said, he picked up the phone, waved to them niggas. Because they were on the phone yelling like, oh my God, what the fuck? And like, he's like driving the car to get there even faster. He's just like, all right, I'm going to see y'all niggas in a bit.
The show was insane.
I'm going to see y'all niggas in a bit. So he pulls up to the crib. They go upstairs. They see her on the floor, whatever. Like, they see her in John Carver's arms. He's like dragging her across because the house is like unfinished or whatever because it got plastic and shit everywhere.
So they have.
So this is the moment. This is one of my favorite because this is the moment where like John is like, so what are you gonna do, baby? Like, it's just the four of us here. What's up? Scuba pulls out the blicky,
gun.
And he's just like, oh shit, I didn't know he had a gun.
He said, oh, he has a gun. Fuck.
I didn't realize that. So he blasts. But the shit's on safety, nigga.
They like take it on safety. It's still on
safety, nigga.
This nigga John Carver realizes the shit's not on safety. He looks at a table saw. He turns the table saw on. He pushes the shorty on the table saw and dips the fuck out of there. All in like one motion.
Yes.
Where like he knows. I told you,
his chord awareness.
He was like, this young nigga can't shoot a gun.
He don't know how to
he's
shoot.
Scared. So if I throw his bitch in danger, he's gonna try to save his bitch and not shoot.
Come after me.
And then that's exactly what happened. And he took shorty off she was getting fucked up on that table.
What made it worse is you see how his game IQ is higher than everyone else's because he throws her on the saw. And instead of turning off the saw,
the nigga pulls her
he literally drags her on a moving saw. So now her little intestines is hanging out of her fucking body. And he's just like, Jess, what do I do? What do I do? Leave, nigga, because she dead. Like,
you can't do anything.
You did not help her.
You actually did worse.
You made the shit worse, actually. So anyway, like,
so yeah, I wrote, Yulia, table saw, dead murder combo was unnecessary. 8 out of 10 for dramatics, though.
Hey.
Really absolutely love the dramatic, like the nigga doing obviously the dumb move of like pulling her body while it's moving and just being like, what do I do? I was like, oh, dramatics. I like it. I like that part. I was like, you know what? You get the 8 out of 10 for me.
Yes. So all right, so that happens. He dips. They meet up with Jess's family and like the cops and shit. And what they do now is like, yo, this nigga is slick. We need to catch him in a trap. So what we're going to do, tomorrow's the parade. We're going to use the factory that we have and trick this nigga to come in here. We're going to trap him inside. That's how we going to get this nigga. And they're like, all right,
this is what I wrote. A trap? Question mark? Yeah, okay, period. Yeah, like, nigga, this nigga is Jason Bourne. Like, y'all not trapping this nigga. He trapping y'all.
He set the tone by putting a body on the top of the logo, and nobody knows how he got up there.
And there's mad hours in the night, and then, like, nigga, and y'all didn't do anything about that. I don't believe y'all.
There's no way you're gonna trap this man. So now we get into like the Joker part because now this nigga is a super genius.
Oh yeah,
now
I like this one.
Yeah, so now we literally get the part where, like, they're going through the parade. They doing all that shit. They see all the different Carver masks. They can't tell who's who. Jess is like freaking out. Then all of a sudden, the nigga that's like literally a mascot in a turkey suit gets his head chopped off
by a clown.
And everyone's like, what the fuck? So now it's like pandemonium.
I wrote, I stand corrected. The Thanksgiving parade might be worse. And the misdirection of the clown really caught me off guard. Like, I really was expecting like a motherfucker in a Carver shit. I was like, oh, this nigga kind of smart.
He's smart, bro. So he cuts the head off. Everyone's freaking out. They Jess's dad, he grabs her, Scuba, and the other shorty. They get in the car or whatever, and they have the cop in the front. But before the cop could do anything, you literally see this nigga, the perfect fucking pitch of the flashbang into the open car, stuns everybody.
Hits everybody with the...
This nigga has the trank darts again.
And then drives off.
And what makes the drive off even funny, this nigga had on the fucking clown shoes. So he puts the giant clown shoe and skirts off.
And he has a cop car, so he's playing the goddamn whatchamacallit.
This nigga is a genius, y'all.
It was kind of
crazy. This nigga is a menace.
I was like, yeah.
That's why at this point I'm like, it's got to be this nigga fucking Ryan, bro. Like, I feel like he's dastardly enough to do some shit like this. Like, y'all should have never rejected him back in Black Friday a year ago. Like,
I'm crying.
You feel like Bruce Wayne at this point. It feels like it's gotta be this nigga. Like, so anyway, so like Kathleen wakes up because she's in the car as well. Kathleen wakes up, and this is where we're getting real dark. Because Kathleen wakes up, she's looking at the ceiling, and she realizes she's tied up. And you literally have this nigga John Carver covering her in like candied yams.
In my head, I was like, I put pour honey on his goat? Question mark, question mark, question mark. And then I put bad joke for torture scene. And then my next one was, then after he pours the oil or the olive oil or the honey, he put in salt and rosemary and shit. And then I wrote, seasoning the baddie is crazy, non-consensually. Like, seasoning the baddie is mad insane, non-consensually. Like, mad fucking nuts.
Yo, because at this point, I'm like, all right, I get you mad for whatever reason, but how you this mad, bro? Like, this is a next level. At this point,
I was like, I really have to know who this is because
I need an explanation.
I'm like, if you about to season this shorty, and then I hear the cremation shit in the background.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, you're gonna cook her.
Yo.
What the fuck is happening?
Why are you?
I was like, to make him that mad.
So mad?
Like, I was just so fucking confused about that shit, bro.
So,
but then
she knows that like he can't know that she woke up, so she closes her eyes, which is crazy because at least if someone's pouring shit in your face, you might even like wince a little bit. Yeah. She was like a dead body. So he's doing his shit. He leaves or whatever. He goes to another room. He comes back. She's gone. She quietly snuck off.
I say, stealth mission scene go crazy. And stealth mission escape scene go crazy.
It's an old house. No creaks.
Yeah, she was going insane.
She was like, she was Solid Snake. She followed this nigga.
Yeah.
So she's like maneuvering. She makes it to like another room. She opens the fridge. There's a shorty in there that's asleep because he has like wine in there or whatever. Because he's gonna fill shorty with the wine. We're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
So he has her wrapped in plastic or whatever. She's like, yo, I can't help you right now. She's like, please don't leave me here. He's like, yo, I got to because these niggas wilding. One of us gotta escape to let people know. So like she sneaks off. He comes into the room. He's like looking around. He's got like the giant pitchfork. It's like creeping out the corner of the fucking wall. And she's she's holding like a bottle. She's ready to pop this nigga. And he's like, I guess she's not here.
Yeah,
he like leaves. And she's like, wait, so this nigga's what?
She
like leans over.
And he right through the wall.
So now she loses composure. She just runs. So she's running. And this is where it was just like, all right, bro.
Again.
Like, she literally runs. She makes it to the door, y'all. She gets outside. I'm like, yo, she's gonna escape. This nigga goes Night King javelin Olympic throw,
it like
bro.
This running goes like this, flips it, and runs like this, throws immediately,
bro.
Perfectly in the back of her spine. Nigga.
She falls to the ground.
He
drags her back.
He drags her by her nails come off.
Yo, it was like,
crazy. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Do you know how strong you had to be to pull her? Like her whole body weight to make her like leave a mark in the grass with blood. Like this nigga is superhuman. And this nigga's just been in the town the whole time as a regular person, like just living his day-to-day life until like this consumerism shit happened and just set him the fuck off.
And then she wakes up and she's
back
in
on
the
table,
goddamn
nigga.
oven. No, she's in the oven.
Oh yeah, she's in the oven.
And that shit is on.
And he turned that shit on, bro.
And then she's like, don't kill me, yo. The door, she's like, don't kill me. And he sticks a fucking thermometer in there.
This nigga's a real sicko, son. This nigga's a sicko.
And then closes the door. And
this
then
nigga's a real fucking sicko, son.
Yeah.
He was going crazy, son. He was really fucking going crazy. So anyway, all that shit happens. And he's live streaming like a video of like all the rest of them at the table now because he's got everybody. I mean, he used the trank darts. He got everybody sit down exactly where he wants them to be. And this is where it starts to get funny because now we gotta hear him talk. You know what I mean? He's like he's got some real dip on his chip at this point. So he's just like, yo, like Evan, you know what I mean? You was talking all that cash money shit. You wanted to film shit. You wanted to be famous. You wanted to be fucking famous, nigga. Lays the nigga's head down on the table. I didn't think he was going to do it.
I knew he was going to do it.
I didn't think he was going to do it. I thought he was faking him out. Whatever the case, something was going to happen. He was going to be able to save Evan. This nigga smashes him on the live, bro. And what makes it even sicker is he said, like, now you broke the internet. And they were showing the likes. Niggas was liking the shit on live.
I will say, this was my least favorite kill. The break the internet pun / murder with those jokes, 4 out of 10, man. Too heavy-handed. Like, I felt like he kept, like, trying to make jokes about, like, smashing a nigga head in. Like, he even made, like, a joke afterwards. I was like, yo, shut the fuck up, my nigga. Like, you got your point across. Like, you got it across the first time when you said it.
The nigga was a little happy because he pulled off what he's
a fucking
he
idiot.
kind of feeling himself. Like, I got the whole gang here. The cops can't stop me. They haven't figured this shit out. I'm cooking Kathleen, nigga. Like, it's lit. Because the whole time after before he even smashed this nigga's head, this is how I know this nigga was a sicko. He pulls the shit off, and you see Kathleen's body in the form of a turkey, like literally on the table.
She's charred.
And she's charred. And here's what makes it even better. Because I know this nigga was planning these lines because he pulls up to Shorty with the cork, and he pulls the shit out, pours it into a glass. He's like, she'll go great for Kathleen. I was like, yo.
I hated that nigga, bro.
I was like, yo,
oh man, he's feeling himself way too
son.
much. But then this is where another hashtag comes in where Gun Bro is still cool. Love Gun Bro because he gave her a ring.
Yeah.
And then she realized the ring got a little knife in it, so she's
like
cut herself loose.
While this nigga's like feeling himself.
So
like,
she cut herself loose, and then she passes to the black dude because she like, nigga, I can't do nothing. You got to do something. So he's like, all right. He cuts himself loose.
The niggas start fighting.
Then he break his leg on his table, and they start getting the scrapping, right?
So here's the part about the scrapping, which I thought was really interesting, was up until now, this nigga John Carver felt like Jason Bourne
beating the fuck out of everybody.
Out of like meets Captain America. This nigga super. He can snap necks quietly, appear on the trampolines, lift bodies to the top of buildings, but he can't beat a black man because that nigga beat his ass, bro.
I'm gonna be real. I knew he was right when he fought the black man. I said, "Oh, you got a little fan, y'all." I see the fan. You screaming all wildly. You not thinking. He was nervous. Like
it's the first time we seen this nigga sweat.
I say he look way more human than usual right now.
Nigga look like he getting hungry and shit. Like, he needs sleep. Like he needs 7 hours, bro. Like he don't look like a regular nigga that was doing all that shit before. I also thought
it was fucking hilarious that like the black dude like gets like the boom boom boom, and then he runs, and then everybody just screaming, "Run! Run! Get out! Get out!"
So these niggas leave. They're like, both of them leave, and Scuba was like, "Yo, I'm gonna hold them off. Like you get the fuck out of here, Jess." And I was like, "Here it comes." You know this nigga gonna die.
Yeah.
You know he got an axe, right? So now he's fighting the nigga. He doesn't even bother with him because he wants Jess. So he cuts that nigga in the leg and he's just like, yo, take a nap. So he runs after her and it's like Scuba's on the floor, like fucked up with his leg. And I was like, yo, that's mad smart because he's a football player.
Yeah.
You just fucked up his career. You devious nigga, son.
Fucked up
you
nigga,
a devious
man.
nigga,
You an evil motherfucker.
So now Jess is outside. She's running. I'm like, here comes the white woman fall part. Like, because you know she's probably gonna fall. She doesn't fall, though.
She's climbing over the fence.
She climbs over. She makes it over the fence.
She's holding.
Her necklace is caught.
It was her bracelet.
Yeah, it was caught in the shit. And he would have took her arm. She rips the shit off and she falls, but she like kind of falls on her leg.
Her ankle.
She runs up and she's like limping. He's just standing on the other side, like, all right. And he just like disappears. Yeah. Like we don't know what happens to this nigga at that. He just leaves.
Where does he go?
She's like running through the woods. like literally like fucking MC Hammer's chasing her, nigga. Like she's in the woods just going crazy. She appears like she makes it to a road. She sees the cop car is like in the middle of the street, like mad weird. She pulls up to the car and like you literally see the fucking sheriff on the ground bleeding and shit. Niggas knocked out or like dead. She don't know.
Yeah, she don't
First instinct, take his
his
gun.
gun.
Smart. I like that. She takes the
Genius.
gun. She's like, she has the shit. She sees a door open and it's like somebody went inside and it was Bobby. So she's like, oh shit.
It's Bobby.
It's fucking Bobby. It makes so much sense. And at this point, I'm like
Bobby Golden Arms. I wrote, of course it's Bobby Golden Arms.
I was like,
too obvious though. But then I also wrote too obvious though.
I was like, come on, Bobby, really? So she goes, she gets her gun or whatever.
No, the cop, she's about to go shoot the nigga.
Yeah,
she's about to blam him.
The cop grabs her or whatever. He's like stops her or whatever. He's like, no, I got it. Don't worry.
I got him.
And she's just like, finally. Like, so he's just like standing there or whatever. And we're like, I guess he fucking got her or whatever. So I know we get to the point where like she's inside like the police station office with the cop. He's like taking like notes or whatever on everything that happened. And you see him like leaving. And she has like a moment like where like, oh shit, like something don't seem right. Like you got all this evidence, something is just not adding up. And then she looks down and she sees his shoe. And what she sees on the shoe is it has the grass that she just ran through. How could this nigga have been there if he was knocked out?
He was knocked out
by the car in the road. So this is where she should have had a poker face. She had no poker face. She like falls apart. She's like, I'm still a little nervous. And this nigga's like, all right. And he's like walking in his mind. It's
she also remembered his words, which is, I thought was pretty cool.
Yes.
Callback. Because he said to her earlier, like,
it's the little
even the small details. If you want to get away with things, you got to think about even the small details.
Yes.
Right.
So like, and then I guess it played in his head because he stood by the door and was like, something ain't right.
He looked at his shoe. He said, he said, I really would have got away with this if it wasn't for you meddling kids. Like on some Scooby-Doo shit. He was really the Scooby-Doo old man villain. And I said, oh.
And I was like,
I said, what's your reason though?
Yeah, like, we got to get to the reasoning because you're just not going around just killing all these niggas for no reason.
He goes into it.
So now he closes the door. I was like, oh, we got action. We got some action now. Closes the door. He walks over. He's like explaining everything. And then when you find out, this nigga was really fucking dude's wife.
I was right.
And not only was he fucking a wife, she was pregnant with his kid.
She was pregnant with his kid, and she was going to leave
what the fuck?
The nigga Mitch. And I was just like, oh, fuck.
So I was like, oh, so this whole movie was just a father's redemption.
Yeah.
Good fathers.
Oh my God. You're insane.
Shout out to the good dads. Do what you gotta do for your kids, nigga.
Yo, there's niggas that just not willing to be in their kids' life, and then there's some niggas that's willing to take out the fucking town.
And then there's Aaron, nigga. That's I want my kids to grow. My kids can't grow up to have a good life. Neither can you, nigga.
Oh my God.
Neither can fucking you. So like he reveals that the whole time, the reason why he was so pissed off is one, this whole consumerism shit. Two, y'all basically got his wife, his future wife, which was him being the side nigga. You got her killed, and his baby when she was gonna leave this nigga and they was gonna have a life.
This movie wasn't really about consumerism. It was because he was the side nigga. He wanted to be the main nigga. He wanted what the main nigga had. He had it. Yo, but guess what?
Consumerism took it from him, nigga.
Here's the thing.
Capitalism took it from him.
From the 5 minutes I got to know them in the beginning, she was never leaving that nigga, bro. Yo.
Then it's her fault, bro. Nigga. Then she sold him a dream.
And she died. So it's on him, my nigga. He fucked that up. Well, that's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is like, I wrote this down. Cop crash out. Kind of ridiculous outside of the child. Like,
oh my God. This nigga took it on.
And then I wrote, like, I guess, laughing my ass off. But yeah.
So we coming down to the ending of the movie because
oh yeah, because while the cop,
he's like explaining everything.
He's explaining everything.
Before he does the explanation, Like he looks at her and is like, yo, like you should see your face right now. So he's like explaining, he does the whole explanation, he tells her everything. And she's just like, you didn't even ask me what I'm thankful for, because he's about to kill her. And he's just like, he humors her, and he's just like, what are you thankful for? And she was like,
that you said,
I'm thankful for the internet, nigga.
The internet's so clear.
And he looks down at the evidence shit, and he's just like, you bitch.
You bitch. And
so
she's
now this nigga's in straight kill mode, because earlier it was finesse. This nigga was going crazy.
Nah, he not finessing.
Now it's like, yo, I don't have to be finessing because I'm out. Like, I'm gonna still kill you. Like, I'm not even gonna run.
You know what's my favorite part of that scene, though? When she was like, for the internet being so good, and they showed the screen and it was just mad thumbs down. Yeah. Oh, this nigga.
That guy. That guy.
It's a cop, y'all.
Boo. Tomato.
First of all, we are not gonna forgive all those people who were just just liking a child getting his head smashed in by a hammer.
Honestly, those people were having the best Thanksgiving ever.
I've never seen a stream like that.
There's never been a live that great. Kai Cenat could never, nigga.
You're right.
This nigga was going crazy, son. So they was giving live reactions while she was
happening. Like, you know what? We don't like this nigga no more.
We don't like this. Nah, we don't fuck with that.
Yeah, he's like, you bitch.
So yeah, he says, you bitch. Like, he's about to kill her. Like, but right before he can, this nigga Bobby again, in the right place at the right time, throws a fucking wrench through the glass.
Not a wrench. I wrote this. Golden arm is back. Hammer throw 10 out of 10.
Yo.
Worthy.
Yo. This nigga's stars, son.
He legit flung a hammer through the like the Koopas in fucking Mario.
And how did he survive this?
Nigga. First of all, the cop said, yeah, I got him, but he got away. I was like, first of all, if Bobby's the murderer, he's superhuman.
Yo.
In my head, when he was like, yeah, I shot him, but he got away, I said, oh, Bobby's really the murderer. He finna come back and kill this nigga, bro. Because the second the other sheriff was like, I need your gun because you shot it, I said, yeah, this cop's going to die.
Yeah.
Well, you got no weapon. Realize it's the cop.
The whole time.
Then this nigga Bobby smacks the nigga in the head with a hammer.
Nigga.
He threw it through a glass. Nigga, like, yo, bro. The trajectory of the hammer showed that he threw it from a little further away, too.
Yes.
That nigga arm is back.
Hell,
it might be stronger than it was before.
This nigga is literally Keanu, nigga. Like, his arm was like, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Yo, he went crazy.
So he jumps through, he gets her. He's like, yo, we got to get the fuck up out of here. These niggas leave. And I'm like, yo, one, y'all should have killed this nigga. Or two, tied him up. Y'all just left him. Y'all just left. So now these niggas go downstairs. They're trying to make their way out. He gets back up. He finds another axe, obviously. He's walking around with the axe. He's feeling himself. And they're like, yo, we need to get in this car and get the fuck up out of here. Because, I mean, Bobby works in the town towing cars now. So he's like, yo, my tow car is right there. My tow truck is right there. We just get in, get the fuck up out of here. So she tries to sneak in through the side. She ain't thin enough, so she goes in the back seat. Before she does that, she turns on, because they need a distraction. Mm-hmm. So she turns on the fucking the turkey balloons or whatever. She turns it on and she like gets into the car. So he sees it. So he goes that way. But then he hears the car. Mm-hmm. So again, this is probably one of the few times we get to see his spatial awareness without the costume on.
Yeah.
Because immediately his thing was like, yo, I can't let them escape. I don't have a gun on me. I have an axe. What can I do? Oh shit. Let's tie the shit to the wall so they can't get away.
Yeah.
He does the shit instantly. Like, he didn't even think about it. He wrapped it around. He stood there, just watched. And then once the truck stopped moving, he took the axe down. He was sliding it down the pole, on some real killer shit. Like, he knew he was going over there to murder. Like, this nigga had murder on the mind, nigga. So he's walking over there just sliding the shit. Oh, and this is where it
extra. Just before we get to that, earlier, after one of the murders, after the murder of the cheerleader and the jock nigga, Gun Bro was at the school in his pop's car and he shot a blunderbuss, like randomly just in the fucking sky, like bow, right?
Yeah.
And it just so happens that Gun Bro's pops I think is Bobby's uncle.
Yeah.
And he works with him. So the truck that Bobby was using was the truck that Gun Bro had the blunderbuss in, right?
Yes.
And remember, if I don't know if you remember earlier when they was asking her if she needed a weapon, she said, "I shot a blunderbuss and it blew up in my hand," right? And so they just so happen to be in that truck.
And that's perfect.
And the blunderbuss is like in the truck with gunpowder.
So literally, we get to see her, and I think that shit was funny because like he's walking. That's how that nigga had to.
He was feeling himself way too much
because he's walking over with the axe and sliding on the on the cable, and he's like watching her
and
like
she's doing the
fill the musket and shit.
Like musket.
Yes, like literally filling the shit up, packing it in. All the fucking pellets fall to the ground. He's just like, "You fucking up, bitch." He's like still doing like the weird axe thing, and she's like, "Oh shit, my fucking charm bracelet."
Yeah.
Takes it off, stuffs it in there, and she holds it out. He's like, "What are you fucking gonna do with that?" She looks up at the fucking turkey, nigga. Because even me watching it, I was like,
I'm like, where
are you going with this right now? Because you're not about to kill him.
I was thinking in my head, oh shit, I think I know what she said.
And then once they started showing the turkey getting bigger, I was like, she gonna shoot that shit, isn't it?
Man.
She shoots it. This nigga goes flying, nigga. Like, literally on fire. I was like, for the first time, some real, like, they switched places because he ain't have this. He realized too late. When he realized what was going to happen, it was like, fuck.
Oh, yeah, she said get rid of all the evidence.
Yeah. She was like, no, like, because he was on no leftovers.
No leftovers. She said, yeah, no leftovers.
And he was like, oh, shit.
He said, fucking shit.
So that explosion caused the cable to let loose, and them niggas drive off. They drive off. We literally just see him on fire inside screaming or whatever. It's literally the next day. The cops are there again. Firefighters are there. And they're like, yo, we haven't found a body. Like, he had to be incinerated. Well, you can tell there was that one firefighter with the mask on, like, walking by, like, real oppy, like,
weird.
Real oppy.
Real
like,
slow and
he wasn't even, like, chilling. He was just like...
He was like... Hey, y'all, I got out. I'm wearing this mask right now.
Y'all can't tell it's me. So he, like, gets out. Basically, it has to be him. And she's just like, that was weird, but okay. She goes back. She's sleeping with this nigga Ryan. Just rubbing in my nigga Bobby's face. Just sleeping with this nigga Ryan. She's just like, she gets up, and he's like, what's wrong? And she was like, nothing. And in that moment, I was like, if they really want to take it there, like, this nigga's at the house.
Yeah.
And literally, behind her just turns to like fire, and then like he pulls her down to hell. I was like, "What am I watching?"
What the fuck? And then she wakes up.
I was like, "Oh."
And the movie ends.
And then she wakes up and was like, and then goes to sleep. And I was like, "Okay." Like, I just kind of feel like anticlimactic for everything that happened in this movie. Like, I would have preferred if y'all just ended it with him outside in the Carver mask. Like, she went by the window and she just saw him like outside, and he like disappeared or some shit. It was like, fuck. They just set up a sequel.
Yeah.
And that would have made more sense. But her just be like, it was a bad dream. And this goes back to sleep with with her main nigga's ops is a crazy ending.
Crazy ending.
Crazy ending to me to an overall good movie. Like,
I put moral of the story, have guns.
Yes.
Everyone is safe. But I also put in brackets, not the person you shot.
Moral of the story for me is no matter how strong a white person is, niggas is scared of guns. Everybody can get shot. Everybody can get it. Sorry. Like, sorry to our white fans, I'm not talking about you. But anybody can get it. Anybody can get it, bro. Like, at the end of the day. And on top of that, shout out to letting the black guy live.
Yeah, facts.
My nigga Scuba made it, nigga. Like, he survived.
Scuba made it.
Know what I mean? All the other niggas, but my nigga
Scuba made it, though.
Scuba made it. Know what I mean?
Needed that.
But yeah, overall, one hell of a movie for me, man. Like, I was surprised how much I was going. I enjoyed it. Like, for a cheesy thriller horror slasher based on Halloween. Thanksgiving.
Holiday slashers are always interesting.
Yes, and I feel like
they're either really bad or they're like really fun.
And I feel like this kind of has it for Thanksgiving until somebody comes to like dethrone it. Like, they got it.
That's true.
They got it. Unless them niggas got a sequel cooking. If you got a sequel cooking, you got 2 actors. We could be in there, baby.
Yo, bring Thanksgiving to the hood.
Yo,
what about Thanksgiving to the hood?
The hood, nigga. Like, know what I mean? Like, niggas set off King's Plaza like on fire.
The Macy's parade. We gonna fuck up the Macy's parade. Everybody just like John Culver, man. Like, yo, we can do it big, baby.
Yo, I'm saying, just hit niggas up. You know what I mean?
Niggas go to BBQs on 42nd Street for Thanksgiving, nigga, and he just in there carving niggas up.
This nigga fucked up the Flatbush Junction Applebee's,
Yo,
nigga.
real talk. We got ideas, y'all. What do you have your rating?
If I was gonna rate this, honestly, and it might just be a little biased, I even went to the theater to see this, and I was surprised at how good this was. I'm giving it an 8 because honestly, like, as for a slasher, one, I'm a slasher fan, and the kills in this were great. I didn't hate the acting. The parts that were supposed to be funny that I maybe didn't like were still entertaining. The weakest part of the movie for me is how they decided to end it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they could have changed. If they stuck that landing, it would have been like higher for me. But out of like entertainment wise, I've seen a lot of bad slasher movies, and for me, this is not even fucking close.
Yeah.
Like, this was actually, like, even if they took away the idea of Thanksgiving and it was just like a Scream type slasher, it's a pretty good fucking slasher movie. Like, overall, like, it kind of had everything I wanted. So I'll give it an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8. Shout out to my nigga Killer Carver.
4 out of 5.
Okay, yeah, 4 out of 5.
That's
yeah, same shit.
I give it a 3.5 out of 5. I give it 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Because like you said, I think it's like on the levels of really solid slasher flicks, like even beyond the holiday theme. Like, I think like if you watch this slasher film, like, and like, because okay, so I think there's levels of slasher films, right?
Yes.
You have like a Scream, right? Where you'll see some crazy shit, but they'll also hide a lot of the crazy shit.
Yeah.
And then you have what I consider like this movie, right? Which is Thanksgiving, which is like you'll see a lot of crazy shit, but at the same time, like, it's not like Terrifier. Terrifier, like, they're just showing you
it's not just straight
the
gore.
craziest things of all time. It's like
it's somewhere in the middle.
It's somewhere a little bit like lower than Saw, but it's like right there, if that makes sense. Like, so Thanksgiving, I think, is like might end up like a slasher classic, like how we like Scream and shit like that. It might end up a cult classic as well. Yeah, bro. Like, I feel like we always watch the good holiday killer movies.
Yes,
like when we watched Silent Night.
Yes.
Now we watch Thanksgiving.
Hey man, listen, y'all putting out. If y'all keep putting out heat for the holidays, I'm gonna keep watching.
We gonna keep watching.
I'm not gonna lie to you,
movies,
especially if it's genuinely good.
Pleasantly surprised.
I'm saying, like, it's pleasantly surprising for a good, and you expect, because it's doing the Thanksgiving thing, to be more whimsical, but at the same time, it took itself serious enough for you to take it serious enough. You know what I mean? Like, they just use the Thanksgiving theme as part of it. But if you take the Thanksgiving theme out of the movie, it's a good slasher movie. Like, overall, it's a genuine, like, I wasn't expecting a cop. True. I do like the twist with the cop about the because honestly, it just didn't feel like he had any motive for him to possibly be the fucking killer.
The only evidence I ever had, and this wasn't even about him being a killer, was he was fucking that dude's wife. That's the only thing I kept thinking in my head. And then honestly, more in the beginning, I was like, oh, so Mitch has all the motive. The nigga was fucking your wife died, the niggas fired you, they blamed you for everything. You are like the head of like protesting everything, so you might take it too far. I was like, yeah, nigga, you have the most motive out of everybody.
Perfect.
And then I was like, Bobby also has mad motive because the family kind of ruined his life. He was supposed to be. And then I was like, Ryan was trying too hard to be down.
Yep.
So I don't know. So, but
So he was just like hidden within the pack. And you just didn't, because honestly, that's how one of the reasons why I gave it the 8 is because of the surprise factor of like, oh, that was a really good twist on why he was the fucking
yes, sir.
This nigga's John Carver over here. One of the good reasons why it turned out for me to be a good movie was because the killer was a good killer. It was good reason. It was a good twist. You hit it perfectly from me in plain sight, and it all makes sense at the end. How he was. It still doesn't make sense about his super strength and all that shit.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, I thought overall solid movie. I'm gonna watch it every Thanksgiving. That's my Thanksgiving movie.
The thing about, maybe I'll say with the killer, is like why he's not a perfect killer to me is because I still think the motivation is kind of weak. I do think like him just being unhinged though, and like just trying to like, he just hate this Thanksgiving because it took so much from him, so he's not thankful for shit, and he's just really just a hater.
Yeah.
And like, you know, that's a cool motivation. That's a pretty good motivation. And you know, I put him up there with like the nigga from Malignant, the tumor from Malignant that was fucking wild and like. These are new up and coming murderers that I think needs a little bit more respect.
These the young niggas on the
These
block.
The YNs,
you know what I mean? These
that
the Y
we not trying to respect.
Exactly.
We gotta respect them, man.
These the YNs. These niggas coming up. They coming up.
Look, John Colvin might have his foot made a name. He said, "Who I'm about to name a name for myself." He said, "You know how long I've been waiting for this,
nigga?
The Pilgrims. You know how long I've been waiting for this. I'm about to make a name for myself here." Yo,
that's about to be the cover for this episode. Gambit in a fucking pilgrim hat.
Yo, you know how long John Colvin been waiting for this? I'm about to make a name for myself here.
So yeah, so like I said, for me, 4 out of 5 for him, 3.5 out of 5. You have not seen the movie, please, even if we spoiled it for you,
go
check
watch
it
out.
I'm gonna be watching this shit every Thanksgiving,
look,
bro.
Thanksgiving's coming up. Like, just go check it out.
By the time you hear this episode, it's like tomorrow. So you might as well just like turn the shit on. Like, happy Thanksgiving. Know what I mean?
Happy Thanksgiving.
You saw what your boys put together.
Yes,
know what I mean? We put a meal. Know what I mean? With dessert and shit. Like,
niggas
it was some real shit in here. We talked Thanksgiving with y'all. We gave y'all jokes. We gave y'all commentary. You know what I mean? Boys went crazy. Any final words before we wrap?
I'm thankful for you guys, man. I love you guys.
We can do some
thankful for the pod. Thankful for Cass. Thankful for Dennis. Thankful for Art by Den. Thankful for goddamn me.
My nigga Schoolboy Q.
Yeah, for real. Thank God for me. All my niggas gonna ride for me. Yeah, man. This Thanksgiving, man. Yo, I was thankful that the movie wasn't actually dog shit. Like, thankful that the movie was whimsical. It was fun. It was brutal.
Yes.
And, like, it brought back that slasher feeling where you're just like, oh, it's like a mystery, but it's also kind of stupid, but it's also, they wildin'. What the
and
fuck?
They kind of gory.
They wildin'?
Yeah, they going crazy.
And so I fucked with it.
For me, pretty much echoing what he said. You know, I'm thankful for the pod. Thankful for the gang. Know what I mean? Colton, Gas, all you niggas that support, the Patreon niggas, everybody that just listens, that retweets, that follows on Blue Sky, that follows on Twitter, wherever we are. Know what I mean? You follow us on Instagram, on TikTok, YouTube, wherever. Every social media site that Instagram, wherever we are, and you fuck with us and you like the shit that we do and you tell people, or we see you at cons, or wherever we see you, answer the Danger Room questions. You send in questions, you know what I mean? Like, whatever you do and you support in your own way, we fuck with you. We hope you enjoy the episode. We hope you enjoy all the episodes. We hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving. Know what I mean? Like I said, by the time you hear this shit, Thanksgiving be tomorrow. Because you know how gas works. So, like, by the time you hear this, I'm talking to the future you from the past, baby. So, by the time you hear this, like I said, I hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving. You listen to this. You see the food we put together. I'm thankful for the food. This nigga went crazy with the meatballs. Know what I mean? This nigga went crazy with the garlic bread. Trying to tip my thing. You know how the pie guy do it. You know what I'm saying?
That shit was good as fuck. That shit was good. I don't even like sweet potatoes.
Know what I mean? Thankful for the green beverage.
Shout out green beverage.
Shout out green beverage, y'all.
Sponsored by y'all, man. If y'all decide to sponsor us one day, we'll say the name fully.
Know what I mean? So yeah, this has been another issue of the Mighty Metahumans podcast, providing with that high quality nerd commentary. Subscribe, leave a review, tell a friend, be thankful. Follow us on all social media sites, The Mighty Metas. Like I said, we're also on Blue Sky now. If you're not on Blue Sky, fuck with it. You can find me on all social media sites as Old Dirty Dennis, especially now, again, on Blue Sky. That's OLDIRTYDENNIS. You can find my cards on Etsy. That's Art by Den, ARTBYDENN. I got Thanksgiving cards. It might be a little too late for this year because by the time you hear it, it will be Thanksgiving. But you know, if you want to be like John Carver, nigga, and plan a year out in advance,
yeah,
know what I mean?
Maybe not for crimes.
Yeah, maybe not commit crimes. Maybe commit acts of service and love.
Maybe okay, all right. So if you want to season your bae, like consensually,
consensual seasoning, yes.
And then cook her ass, but like
you
not
know,
in a crazy
you know what
way.
we're talking about. Flipping it up.
Go to Art by Den,
know
man.
What I mean? And get some cards, know what I mean? Show some love to people. Don't wild out for Black Friday though. Like, you gotta chill out. I mean, if you
No,
do
we just, if you just watch this talk about this movie, you know what that is.
You know how that shit go down. I mean, especially if you're the nigga that's fucking somebody else's wife. You gotta stay home.
Stay away. Please stay away.
Home. Break up with her. Leave her alone. She's dangerous.
Also, if you decide and your main trying to go out, tell her to stay home too.
Tell her
to
stay home. Tell her to stay home.
You could avoid it all.
Yeah, y'all just
if everybody would have just stayed home. If everybody
just stayed home and just ordered their fucking waffle irons from Amazon, they've been straight.
It would have been good. Everybody would have been good.
You'd have got your cheating side boo and y'all have got out of here, bro. Like now you dead or not burned to a crisp from multiple murders.
I mean, yeah.
And they're looking for you.
Yeah. This shit is
and you're lonely now. Like so and it's all capitalism's fault.
And it's all capitalism's fault, I guess.
So, yeah, like I said, you can find me on all social media sites, all DRTDENNIS. You can find my son Colton. Colton Show.
Twitter exists still, but like on X, it kind of exists. The Colton Show __. You'll see me promote things on there. I probably won't post content on there, but I'll be promoting things on there. But everywhere else, Blue Sky, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, The Colton Show, TheColton And also, because this episode is probably coming out right before Thanksgiving, that means that if it is Thanksgiving, Twitter Isn't Real Season 2 is out right now on my website. And I usually talk about my website, thecoltonshow.com/ thecoltonshow.myportfolio.com. There will be a tab for you to watch every episode. Everybody's credited. You could enjoy it. Let me know how you feel about it.
Shout out my son Julius.
Shout out Julius Stukes. Also, the Stukes Company, TheStukesCompany.com. That is his website. You can also see it on his website. Yeah, man. And thecultureshow.com. I have a website.
Word. Send us home. There's a final quote.
You're gonna break the internet. And then smashes a nigga head like a coconut.
Us, nigga. The episode, nigga.
Facts.
We out.
We out.